Hello everyone, I thought I'd make a quick video on why I have a porta potty when I stay on campsites, and there's a few reasons. Now, I've been on campsites all around the UK and I have been to some toilets which are absolutely horrendous, and that's always the worst part of any road trip, getting up in the morning and having to go to them toilets. And of course there's always a man who'll come in the cubicle next to you. He's been up all night on holiday, and so he's eating, drinking junk food, and yeah, worst part of the trip. So I really like to cut that part out so I can actually enjoy the trip. Now, what really caused me to get a porta potty was after we had the lockdowns, the first lockdowns. I went to Scotland. I needed a break, so I had to go, and they'd closed a lot of the toilets. In a lot of cases they'd close a couple of the cubicles so that we all had to use the same cubicle, so apparently that was more hygienic. But also a lot of places just completely close the toilets. Now, I knew this was a possibility, so I was prepared. I took a bucket and I took a rubble sack. I'm not proud of that, and it was horrendous. And I decided after that I am never doing that again, and that is why I ended up getting a porta potty. Now, I'm not going to tell you what porta potty I've got. This is not an advertisement for porta potties. I only have 270 subscribers. This is not paid promotion. So as you can imagine, that was really horrendous, and it wasn't really a great experience. Now, I had to get out. I needed to get out. It had to be done. There was no other option. And yeah, so now you can get them toilets where it is like you put a bag in a bucket, and I wouldn't use one of them because of my experience before. That ain't for me, no chance. Now, I don't pee in the porta potty. I'm a man, I can technically pee anywhere I want, but obviously I have a bit of respect and I don't just go peeing all around the campsite. The fact of the matter is, I'm not going to go to the toilets for a pee. If I've had 4 pints of lager, for some unknown reason I need to urinate 8 pints. I don't understand their maths, but it seems to be how it works. I'm not going to be walking backwards to the toilet every 10 minutes. No, what I'm going to do is get me a water bottle, empty it out and pee in that. You want one with the wide top. Now, that's not because my nickname is Big Ben. Unfortunately not. It's more likely to be Little Microsoft Ben. But you want one with the wide top because in the middle of the night accidents happen. And I remember on a certain trip, I think I was in the Republic of Ireland, just started the trip, got up in the night, needed to pee, missed, peed all over my bed. I then had to sleep in that bed. I then had to tour Ireland for the next 2 weeks in that bed. You know, it didn't really ruin the trip, but it wasn't pleasant. So yeah, something to be wary of. Make sure you have a bottle with a wide top. No matter how big or small you are, you'll thank me when you're not peeing in your bed. And obviously, you don't be a jerk and just pour it out around your campsite. What you do, what I'd normally do, if I'm on a long distance trip, you find somewhere out the way. If there's a drain, pour it down there. Or if you're out right in the middle of some woodland, pull up and pour it out there. You know, you have a bit of respect. Obviously on a campsite you can take it to the toilets and pour it down in there. People might wonder why you're taking a 5 litre tub of urine to the toilets. Obviously if they have disposable toilet points, then you just put it down there. But yeah, be respectful and bear in mind other people are going to be camping on the spot you're camping, so don't pour it out where you're camping by any means. But definitely a life hack. Of course, if you are a woman, you can buy them little funnels now that you put into the bottle, which I'd imagine are actually quite good. Yeah, I could see them being a game changer for women. I mean, to be honest, I considered getting one myself, so I don't risk peeing all over my bed next time. But yeah, so something for the women to consider maybe. When you go to bed, don't put your pee bottle next to your drinking water bottle, because you can make a very bad mistake. Hasn't really happened to me, but it's come very close. So I've always been really happy with the porta potty, and there's no smell or anything, and they are really genuinely good, and they do make the trips better. You haven't got to worry about them dashes to the toilet and smelling the person next to you. Yeah, it's not for me. I guess if you were a couple travelling in a small camper van, then maybe a porta potty is not ideal, not unless you have some weird sexual fetish. But yeah, you probably don't want to be that intimate with each other. But other than that, if you're a solo person like me, yeah, I've bought one. I've never looked back, people. It's been a complete game changer for me. So obviously you don't need one, you can get by without one, but I much prefer having it now, and I'd never go back to not having one. So there has been a couple of times where having that porta potty has really saved the day. When I was in Rutland, I got some sausages. With the LED lights, colours don't show up properly. They were raw in the middle. I ate them in the middle of the night. I had to go to the toilet. I would have been in big trouble if I didn't have that porta potty. I can assure you I would have been in big trouble. Also, when I was on Mersey Island, I went and got some white bait and chips, and a couple of the white bait were bad. I did notice they tasted funny, but I'm not a fussy eater, and I never had them before, so I didn't know what they were meant to taste like. And that night, in the middle of the night, I got up and threw up a lot. And if I didn't have that porta potty, I'd have probably thrown up in my bed, or I'd have probably thrown up outside next to some other campers who I'm sure would not have been happy. Yeah. So I'm only really making this video because I'm just on a campsite with nothing else to do now. So I thought maybe I'll make this video, and then over Christmas maybe, if I can't get out and film many of the campsite reviews and the touring videos, I'll upload this maybe, we'll see. Yeah, I hope none of you were enjoying your tea whilst you were watching this, because you probably weren't enjoying it. Now at the minute I'm on the campsite in Salehouse from the Salehouse video. I'll leave a link in the description, and the toilets here were fine. I've got nothing against using the toilets, it's just I have a porta potty now, so why, there's no need for me to bother, and I have a bottle, so you know. But yeah, that's why I don't really use the facilities at campsites much anymore. And I prefer the trips. The trips are better without having to use them. Like I said, I've been on some horrendous campsites with some horrendous toilets. The site I'm on at the minute, the toilets are fine, they're great, no complaints. But I just prefer the privacy, being able to drop a turd in peace and quiet. And I'm out here overlooking a load of fields. So this morning I pulled the curtains up and I had a poo with a view. And what a great way to start the day, you know. So yeah, keep living the dream anyway, people. Like and subscribe if you find any of this interesting. You probably won't, I don't know why you would, but yeah, just like and subscribe please. Yeah, I'll catch you soon hopefully.